Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant nigga. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike you can see, that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed, made calm. You on the road and chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute, man. Salute to the WNBA tonight. Is WNBA night, Wednesday night from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It will be the New York Liberty versus the Phoenix Mercury. Game 2 of the WNBA first round playoff. The Liberty stole game 1 in Phoenix, 76-69 in overtime to get the home court advantage, and then to come home and try to close out the home court tonight. It's going to be a tough battle, man, but it's going to be the Liberties versus the Mercury. Game 2, WNBA first round playoff, man. Thank you guys for joining this live broadcast from the Man Cave podcast, courtesy of the Aboriginal Sports Network, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network, man. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Share it on all social media platforms. It is totally free. It costs you nothing. It was good. Salute to the chat. Daniel Berry, what's good, my bro? Thanks for tapping in. You already know. Happy Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. WNBA, can the Liberty end the series in 2 games in this best of 3? Liberty stole game 1, 76-69 on the road against the Phoenix Mercury. Let's see if they can do it at home. Big news coming out. Breanna Stewart, it will be playing tonight. She was a game time decision, but she will be playing tonight. And the Liberties is going to need that because, like I said, Phoenix Mercury are a tough team, man. Very, very tough. We're going to need Stewie tonight, man. So Stewie got to do her thing. So, hey, great news for the Liberty, man. So, hey, about to start off in a few minutes here from the Barclays Center. Let's see. Natasha Cloud, first game, had a very, very strong first game one, man. Hopefully it could be a carbon copy. We need another strong game out of Natasha Cloud, Phoebish, Jonquel Jones, Sabrina. Going to have to do it because tonight, man, it's all New York versus everybody. Anytime, anywhere. Let's go Liberty. You already know what time it is. Liberty, let's protect the home court. Let's get this dub tonight and end this series tonight. Like I said, Stewie is playing tonight, so that's a good sign. Hopefully, like I said, she can go off tonight, man. So that'll be great for us because we're going to need her tonight. But it's going to be a tough task going up against the Mercury, man, against Alyssa Thomas, Satu Sabli, Kalia Copper, Natasha Mack. Not going to be easy, man. In the regular season, the Mercury beat the Liberty 3-1. But like everybody say, playoff is a different animal, different story. And the Liberty was able to steal game 1 in Phoenix. But like I said, all season long, the Liberties have been playing with a lot of injuries all throughout the season. And a lot of teams have been playing with injuries. Injuries is part of the game. So, it is what it is. But I'm just happy, like, everybody's here. We still don't have Benaja, but she's out. Most likely she's out for the year. So we'll probably see her next year. Starting lineups, Alyssa Thomas, Makani, Kalia Copper, Satu Sabli, and Natasha Mack for the Mercury against Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu, Leona Phoebish, Breanna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones about to tip off. Let's go Liberty. Let's protect the home court. Barclays Center is ready. Let's go. I'm about to tip off Liberty needs to get off to a fast start in this game, and also hopefully some better defense in this game, man. First game, not so much defense until like the third quarter and fourth quarter, but we'll see how they get off. All right, the tip is up, and it's won by the Liberty. Sabrina with the ball across the timeline, guarded by McConney. Sabrina at the top of the key, over to John Quell, over to Natasha Cloud at the top of the key. John Quell back to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball around the screen, about a Stewie screen. Sabrina over in the corner to John Quell Jones for a 3-point shot, and it is good. And the Liberty strike first blood, up 3-0. All right. Mercury inbounds. McConney with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Sabrina, over to Kalia Copper. Copper guarded by Natasha Cloud. Copper in the lane. Her shot is up off the glass and good. 3-2. Liberty inbound. Sabrina inbounds to John Quell, back to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball, guarded by McConney. Sabrina over to Natasha Cloud in the corner to Stewart, down low to John Quell Jones, off her hands, and it is stolen by Satu Sabli. And here comes the Mercury. Sabli with the ball over to Kalia Copper. Copper shot is up and good. Foot was on the line, so it was a 2-point shot. 5-3. So no, it was a 3-point shot by Kalia Copper. So it's 5-3. All right, Liberty's with the ball. Stewie into Unescu. Unescu up and under down the lane and lays it up in it, and she gets the steal. We're tied at 5. She passes it to Phoebus. Phoebus with the ball out to Natasha Cloud. Cloud thought about the 3, over to John Quell Jones, over to Sabrina Unescu. Sabrina in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by John Quell Jones. Out to Stewie. Her 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. And here comes the Mercury. Thomas over to Kalia Copper. Wide open 3-point shot. Pull up. No good. Rebounded by Mac. Mac back out to Kalia Copper. Over to Satu Sabli at the top of the 3-point line. Sabli passes it over to McConney for the 3-point shot from the corner. Is blocked. And it's stolen back by Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball over to McConney for her 3-point shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Natasha Cloud. So a couple of opportunities for the Mercury. Cloud, with the ball over Sabrina. Sabrina, 3-point shot is up. No good, but she is fouled, and she will be at the free throw line for 3. So good foul. Sabrina will be at the free throw line for 3. A little fast pace here, teams. Getting off a lot of shots, not making them early, but hey, like I said, this game is an important game, so you already know what it is, man. Both teams are going to leave it all out on the line. Sabrina, her first free throw is up, and it's no good. All right, Sabrina, first game, has 16.6 rebounds, 7 assists. All right, her second free throw is also no good. So Sabrina is off on the free throw line. Every point is going to count in this game, man. In this possible close-out game for the Liberty. All right, Sabrina's next free throw, and that is also no good. 3 missed free throws. Wow. Can't have that. All right, Mercury with the ball. Kalia Copper with the ball over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas over to McConney. McConney with the ball at the top of the key to Alyssa Thomas, guarded by John Quell Jones. Alyssa in the lane, pushes off, shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Sabrina. Here comes the Liberty. Sabrina looking across the timeline, around a Stewie screen. Sabrina down the lane. Sabrina sidestep, Euro step up and good. And the Liberties go back up 7-5. Mercury inbounds. Alyssa Thomas to McConney. Back to Alyssa Thomas. Over to Satu Sabli. Sabli down the lane. Shot is up and blocked by John Quell Jones. Good defense by John Quell. Sabrina with the ball. Throws it ahead to Stewie, but it is deflected out of bounds. It will be Liberty ball. Up 2, but good defense by John Quell Jones anchoring that paint. All right, so Liberty set to inbound. All right, Natasha Cloud inbounds to Stewie, back to Cloud. Cloud at the top of the key with Sabrina. Her 3-point shot from the top of the key, it's no good, and it'll be Liberty ball. Knocked out by Kalia Copper. All right, so the Liberty will inbound. Natasha Cloud looking. Inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina around the John Quell Jones screen. Sabrina in the corner to Natasha Cloud. Cloud down the lane. throws it back out to Jonquel Jones for her 3-point shot, and it's good. And Jonquel Jones with 2 threes in this game, 10-5. I mean, all right. Mercury inbounds to McConney. McConney with the ball. McConney across the timeline, backdoor to Natasha Mack. Mack throws it back out to Melissa Thomas, back to Natasha Mack, out to McConney. McConney over to Alyssa Thomas, over to McConney for a jump shot from the elbow, and it's good. 10-7. Liberty inbounds. Stewie inbounds to Sabrina, back to Stewie. Stewie over the timeline, over to Natasha Cloud. Cloud back to Sabrina for a 3-point shot, and is up. No good. Rebounded by Alyssa Thomas, and here comes the Mercury. Thomas with the ball at the top of the key, directing traffic. Thomas looking pass to Sably. Sably at the top of the key, guarded by Phoebish. Sably down the lane, shot is up, no good, but she is fouled by Phoebish. So Sably will be at the free throw line. So far the game, good game so far. Like I said, very competitive and it's tight right now, but that's to be expected. Like I said, possible closeout game for the Liberty, and the Mercury have to win this game to extend this series today. Game 3. All right, Sably's first free throw is up, and it's good. But early on, Sabrina Ionescu, 3 free throws, missed all 3 free throws. All right. Sably's next free throw is up, and that's also good. 10-9, 5:48 left to go in the first quarter from the Barclays Center. Game 2, Liberty versus the Phoenix Mercury. Liberty up 1-0. All right. Mieseman inbounds to Cloud. Cloud to Phoebish. Phoebish down to Jonquel Jones in the paint. Jonquel with the shot off the glass and good. 12-9. It's Mercury inbounds. Thomas inbounds to Sammy Whitcomb. Whitcomb with the ball around a West Bell screen. Over to West Bell. West Bell back to Whitcomb. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key. Thomas looking. Throws it out to Sably from the top of the key. Sably down the lane. Throws it up. And it is a turnover. It will be Liberty ball. Sably's like, I got whacked. All right. Liberty inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball, directing traffic over the timeline. Over to Phoebish, back to Cloud. Cloud around the Mieseman screen at the top. Cloud, her pull-up 3-point shot is good. And the Liberty go up 15-9. So good start for the Liberty. Good house shooting by the Liberty. All right. Mercury inbounds to Whitcomb. Whitcomb with the ball. Guarded by Sabrina at the top of the key. Whitcomb, her pull-up 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina across the timeline. Around a Jonquel Jones screen. Sabrina over to Phoebish. Phoebish in the lane. Looked like she got fouled. No call. Stolen by Sably. Over to Alyssa Thomas. And here comes the Mercury. Thomas down the lane. Shot is up. No good, but she is fouled, and she will be going to the free throw line. So it looks like the Mercury is pushing it at all costs. They are pushing the ball. They're not slowing down. They are pushing the ball. So good start by the Liberty here, man. Good start, but like I said, 3 missed free throws by Sabrina early on. Uncharacteristic of Sabrina Ionescu, but hey, it happens sometimes. So early 6-point lead for the Liberty against the Mercury. Timeout on the floor. Mitch, what's good? What's good, Mitch? Let's go, Liberty. Liberty got to do it. Got to end this series tonight. Game 2, protect the home court. So far in the game, like I said, so far, Jonquel Jones has been the story right now for the Liberty. 2 threes and a basket, 8 points for Jonquel Jones. And for the Mercury has been Satu Sably and McConney. But what the Liberty's gonna have to do, like I said, they're gonna have to play some good defense. They're playing better defense than they played in game 1. But like I said, they're gonna have to stay with it, play some good defense, and force Phoenix into a lot of tough shots, a lot of contested shots, because the Mercury are not really a good shooting team. So what you want to do, like I said, just play some good D on them and give them a lot of contested shots and make them work for those shots. And now on the other side for the Liberty, they just got to stay aggressive. Like I said, Feed John Paul Jones. She's been the hot hand, and like I said, also Natasha Cloud down the lane, and also Sabrina Ionescu. Stay aggressive. In that first game, the Liberty out rebounded the Mercury, so that's the thing the Mercury's going to have to watch for in this game. The rebounds, a lot extra rebounds means extra opportunities, extra possessions, more fouls, and also more baskets. So they got to watch for that. Like I said, Liberty just protect the home court. You at home against in the Barclay. Stole game one on the road in Phoenix. Just finish it out right now at home. Don't play around. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your foot on the gas. So when we return back, be at the free throw line. Alyssa Thomas will be at the free throw line. Yeah, Stewie. Thank God Stewie will be able to play this game. I thought she was going to be out after getting hurt towards the end of game one. I thought she was going to be she was a game time decision, but she's going to give it a go and play today. So hopefully that knee isn't as bad as we think it is. But it looked like she's probably gonna be in and out, to on that knee or something like that. So she's probably trying to play through it and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be all right. And like I said, if we can end this tonight, probably get a little rest. Well, it depends on if we win this game and the Lynx beat the Valkyries, that's who we play next will be the Lynx. So we're definitely gonna need her for that game. I mean for that series. Looked like they took a point away from the Liberty. One of those threes was probably a two, so it'll be 14. Liberty will be 14-9. Stewie's on the bench right now, putting some ice on that knee right now. All right, so Alyssa Thomas at the free throw line. All right, Thomas' first free throw is up, and it's good. All right, Thomas's second free throw is up, and it's also good. It's 14-10. All right, Liberty inbound. Mieseman inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina guarded by Whitcomb across the timeline. Sabrina around a Mieseman screen. Over to Mieseman at the top of the key. Mieseman finds Phoebish around the screen. Phoebish in the lane. Her shot is up, is no good. Rebounded by Westfeld. Over to Alyssa Thomas to Kalia Copper, who is foul. Nope, no foul. Stolen by Natasha Cloud. Out to Phoebish. Back to Sabrina. Wide open 3-point shot, and it's no good. Over to John Quell Jones to Mieseman. Her shot is up and good. Good look by John Quell. 16-10. All right, Mercury inbounds. Alyssa Thomas over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb with the ball. Also, DeWanna Bonner has checked into the game as well for the Mercury. Over to Alyssa Thomas at the top of the key, guarded by John Quell. Over to DeWanna Bonner. Bonner guarded by Phoebish to Westfeld. Westfeld guarded by Sabrina. Westfeld in the lane. Fall away jump shot is up and good. 16-12. Liberty inbound. Jones inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Around the Mieseman screen. Over to Mieseman. Her shot from the top of the key is good. 18-12. Mercury inbounds Wickham over to Alyssa Thomas. Over the timeline. Thomas with the ball. At the top of the key, Thomas out to Wickham. Wide open 3-point shot, and that's good. 18-15. And just like that, they're right. This game is close. All right, John Quall inbounds to Natasha Cloud across the timeline. The Cloud with the ball throws to Mieseman. Shot from the corner is up and an air ball. Rebounded by DeWanna Bonner ahead to Alyssa Thomas over to Kalia Copper. Shot is up and no good, but Copper puts it back up, no good. And it is a foul on the floor. Natasha Cloud with the foul, so Kalia Copper will be at the free throw line. So, like I said, the Mercury are Mercury are running. They're not walking the ball up. They're trying to get out in transition on every opportunity they get off of a missed shot. So Copper will be at the free throw line for two. All right, Copper's first free throw is up, and it is good. And substitution for the Liberty. Look like John Carl Jones and Phoebish will come out. And Stewie will be back in the game. And let me see who else checks back in. And look like Naira Sabli will check into the game for the Liberty. All right, Copper's second free throw is good. 18-17. All right, Liberty inbounds. Also, Turner's in the game for the Liberty as well. Over to Natasha Cloud with the ball around a Stewie screen. Cloud over in the corner. Over to Rebecca Garden, Kennedy Burke. And foul will be on Alyssa Thomas. So Mieseman will be at the free throw line. Going to need these free throws because the Liberty has missed 3 free throws, and Mieseman's first free throw is no good. Got too many misses, too many missed free throws, missing opportunities, leaving points right there on the charity stripe. All right, Mieseman being back for her second free throw. It says so far Liberty not shooting good at the free throw line, and Mieseman's second free throw is up, and this one is good. 19-17. 2:16 left to go in the first quarter. Mercury inbound the ball over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball over to Wickham. Wickham at the top of the key over to Kalia Copper, guarded by Natasha Cloud. Over to Dewana Bonner. Bonner with the ball, guarded by Kennedy Burke. Bonner in the lane, take it down the lane, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 19. Stewie inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Around the Stewie screen. Cloud in the lane over to Stewie. Her pull-up jump shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by Wickham. And here comes the Mercury. Ahead to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas down the lane. Shot is up and it is blocked by Stewart. Rebounded by Mieseman. Over to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Cloud, top of the key. Down low to Mieseman, guarded by Bonner. Mieseman shot in the lane up and good. And the Liberty go back up by 2, 21-19. All right, Mercury inbounds. Bonner inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball at the top of the key. And, man, it looked like Wickham was like fouling. She was just setting screens and fouling, pushing off, but they call a foul on Rebecca Gardner. That looked kind of crazy on that call. All right, so look like Wickham would inbound the ball. All right, Wickham inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball down the lane. Looked like it's an offensive foul. And they call another foul on Rebecca Gardner. Man, I guess Alyssa Thomas is bulldozing in there, man. Wow. So Rebecca Gardner picked up a couple of fouls. I thought that was an offensive foul. But Alyssa Thomas' first free throw is good, and her second one is also good. And Phoenix go up 22-21 with a minute left to go in the first quarter. Liberty inbound. Mieseman inbounds the ball over to Natasha Cloud. Back to Mieseman. Mieseman with the ball. Guarded by Westfeld. Now to Kennedy Burke. Burke's shot is up. No good, but she is fouled by Dewana Bonner. So Burke will be at the free throw line. Good competitive first quarter right here with the Phoenix Mercury and the New York Liberty. Like I said, I knew Phoenix is going to give it their all because this is an elimination game for the Mercury. A loss and the season is over. A win for the Liberty, and they move on to face the winner of the Lynx and the Valkyries. RC, what's good, bro? Salute, salute. All right, Kennedy Burke at the free throw line. Like I said, This going to be a tough competitive game. Both teams got to stay close, but defense might be a calling card in this game. Burke's first free throw is up and it's good. No, I'm sorry. Her first free throw is no good. Her second free throw is good, and we're tied at 22. All right, Wickham with the ball. Mercury with the ball. Wickham at the top of the key, guarded by Natasha Cloud. Wickham at the logo. Around the Westfall screen, over to Westfall. Her pull-up three-point shot from the elbow, and it's good. And the Mercury go up 25-22. Liberty inbounds. Stewie inbounds to Mieseman. Mieseman with the ball over to Stewie. Stewie with the ball at the logo, guarded by Satu Sabli. 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Stewie down the lane. Stewie, Euro step shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Mieseman, throws out to Kennedy Burks for her three-point shot from the elbow, good, and we are tied at 25. Mercury inbounds, Sabli inbounds to Wickham. 6 seconds left to go. Wickham, a corner three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Kennedy Burks, and that is the end of the first quarter. So a great first quarter for both teams, high scoring 25 apiece at the end of one. Phoenix and New York tied at 25 in game 2 of this possible elimination game for the Mercury, or it could be a sweep for the New York Liberty if they protect the home court and win game 2 after they steal in game 1 on the road. Salute to all the home teams. Yeah, salute to the home teams winning so far, man. But hey, Liberty stole one on the road, so hey, Liberty could just continue the home thing. Let's see. This series this series is 1-0. This is game 2, but Phoenix was at home first and they lost the home court because the Liberty won game 1. So now the Liberty at home now for game 2 to try to end this right now. Most evenly matched series, yeah. Yeah, this series is like right here, man, because Phoenix, like I said, in the regular season, they won the season series 3-1. Well, like I said, we all know, like I said, the playoffs is a different animal, man. You throw those records out in the regular season, but the playoff, everybody step up their game. It goes up another notch. But like I said, this game right here is going to be fought tooth and nails, man, because the Mercury, like I said, they ain't got no choice. If they lose, their season is over. So they're going to leave. They're going to throw everything, the kitchen sink and everything. They're going to leave everything out there on the court, man. So, and with Liberty, hey, do your thing, man. We're standing, and like I said, just be the better team in this series, man, so we can go on to face the winner of the Lynx and the Valkyries in a rematch, possibly with the Lynx from last year's championship series. And I know the Lynx have uh, revenge on their minds, as RC does too. Like I said, Liberty, man, just protect the home court. Just protect the home court. And Stewie, like I said, Stewie's kind of banged up. So hey, let's end this, man. Do not stretch this out to no game 3. Let's take care of business right here tonight, end this and get some treatment for Stewie's knee because we're gonna need her against the damn Lynx. We're gonna need her. We are definitely gonna need her against Nafisa Collier and Courtney Williams and the rest of the Minnesota Lynx. And the Lynx playing on after this game. They playing the Valkyries game 2 in the Bay Area. Win by the Lynx, and that's a sweep. Series will be over. Man, me and coach was talking about that, man. Last night we was talking about on the show that we thought the Aces could run the table because, man, they red hot, man. There's a buzzsaw, man, and they were winning that game too, man. I watched it all the way to the end, man. But at the end, it's like Uncle Mo caught up with them. I thought they was gonna pull it out because, like I said, they had won 17 in a row. That would have been 18 in a row because right now they are the hottest team in the league. I want to see the Lynx and Fee win it all, but I can't get all the way behind them until the Aces get eliminated. I go all the way. What happens first? Yeah, but I tell you what, if the Lynx if they beat the Liberty in the next round, then they will face the Aces. If the Aces take care of business, they could be headed for a collision course, between those two and stuff like that. But I'll see if my Lynx see if my Liberty can spoil that reunion. Yeah, Skylar tough, man. Skylar, I watched that game. She was hitting them threes at the end last night, man. I don't know, something with the Aces, man. It's like they was balling, Jewel Lloyd, everybody was balling, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, man. It's just like the last 3, 4 minutes of the game. I mean, because Asia was balling too and stuff like that, and it's like I don't know what happened. Is like they just went cold, and little by little, the Storm was making shots and cutting the lead down. All right, start of second quarter. Westfeld inbounds to McConney. McConney with the ball over to Dewana Bonner, and it is deflected out of bounds. So it'll be Mercury ball. All right. So it looks like Kalia Copper will check back in for Wickham. All right. So and also Phoebish will check back in for Rebecca Gardner. Alyssa Thomas will be getting a breather. All right. Mercury inbounds. McConney inbounds underneath to Kalia Copper. Her shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Phoebish over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball across the timeline, guarded by McConney. Over to Phoebish, over to Mieseman. Mieseman at the top of the key, over to Sabrina, around the Mieseman screen. Sabrina looking, finds Mieseman. Mieseman in the lane, shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Dewana Bonner. And here comes the Mercury ahead to Westbeld. Westbeld over to Satu Sabli. Sabli with the ball, guarded by Stewart at the top of the key, around the McConney screen. Sabli down the lane, lays it up and in, and Satu put the Mercury back up 27-25. Liberty inbounds. Stewie inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball back to Stewie. Back to Sabrina. Over to Stewie. Stewie down the lane as she loses the ball. Stolen by Westbell. Westbell with the ball. Over to Dewana Bonner. Pull up 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by McConney. McConney with the ball. Over to Satu Sabli. Sabli at the top of the key, guarded by Stewie gets picked off, and Sabli down the lane on Sabrina, lays it up and in, and the Mercury go up by 4. Liberty inbounds. Stewie inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina ball up at the half court line, crossing the timeline, over to Stewie, back to Sabrina, over to Mieseman. In the corner to Phoebish for her 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Stewie, who lays it back up and in, 29-27. All right, Mercury inbound the ball. Bonner inbounds to McConney, over to Satu Sabli at the top of the key. Sabli guarded by Stewart. Sabli with a 3-point shot from the top of the key, good. And the Mercury go up by 5, 32-27, as Sabli is excited. Timeout on the floor. Liberty Phoenix has come out hot in this second quarter. Satu Sabli has scored the last 7 points for the Mercury. And like I said, this is an elimination game. So, hey, they are going to pull out all the stops, man. They're going to leave it all out here on the court. This is an elimination game, and this is what you're going to expect from an elimination game. Sabli, who didn't have really a strong first game now, like I said, is making sure she's going to have a strong second game because she don't want to be eliminated. She don't want the season to end. So the Liberty, like I said, is gonna have to tighten up on AD, and also like when Sabli's driving, gonna have to have somebody to step in there to stop her penetration. Gonna have to get in there. So we're gonna have to tighten up on that D. But like I said, this game should be, like I said, it's gonna be a close game throughout. But like I said, Liberty got to got to protect the home court. Got to protect the home court. Got to make some shots tonight. Got to play some D. So most likely after the timeout, John Qual Jones will check back into the game. Jake Smith, what's up? Salute, bro. Salute. Let's go, Liberty. Like I said, Liberty against the Mercury. Liberty got to pull this game out, man. Protect the home court. Eliminate the Mercury at all costs tonight. Right now, Mercury up by 5. So after the timeout, we'll see what the Liberty, what the Liberty play they're gonna run. But like I said, they're gonna have to step up on the defense against Satu Sabli. Gonna have to stop her penetration. I know Stewart is out, is on her right now, but she probably figures Stewie got a bad knee right now, so she's just going right by her. They send a back screen on Stewie as well, picking Stewie off. So whoever man that is, if it's Sabrina, she's got to step up there and step in that path and stop that penetration. So, so good start for the Mercury in the second quarter. But like I said, this game is still right at 5 points. Liberty just got to like dig down on defense, man, make some shots. Satu Sabli only had 9 points in that first game, so she was 2 of 17, and they definitely gonna need her, man. Jake Smith. Yeah, I watched that game, man. The Fever took game 2 last night. Oh man, I couldn't believe Atlanta's like I was watching that game, it's like Atlanta just fell apart or collapsed like in that third and the fourth quarter. I was just like, it got to a 20 something. I was like, just pack it in, man. Just go back to Atlanta and just get ready for that game 3. All right, back to action. Liberty inbounds, Burks inbounds to Phoebish. Phoebish with the ball over to John Carl Jones at the top of the key. John Carl over to Phoebish to Sabrina, almost loses the ball. Sabrina around us. John Carl screen over to Phoebish, out to Kennedy Burks for her 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by McConney, and here comes the Mercury up 5. Mercury with the ball. McConney at the top of the key over to Dewana Bonner. Bonner guarded by Stewie at the top. Bonner almost loses it over to Sably. Sably guarded by Kennedy Burke. Directed traffic down low to Kalia Copper on Sabrina Ionescu. Copper with the shot in the lane up and good, and it's a 7-point lead. John Carl Jones ahead to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball over a Stewie screen. Her shot is up, no good, but she is fouled, and she will be going to the free throw line. Hopefully, she can make some free throws because she missed her first 3 free throws in this game. So she's got to make these 2. Yeah, me too. I'm surprised Brianna. She was a game time decision because the way after that injury look, I thought she was going to be out for this game, but she's in there, man. But I think she's playing gimpy, so they really got to watch that. Sabrina misses another free throw. That's 4 free throws she done missed in this first half already. Wow. All right, her second free throw is up and it's good. 34-28. Sabrina, those are 4 points we left on the court. We got to get those 4 points. All right. Mercury inbound. Up 6. Bonner inbounds to McConney. McConney with the ball over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas across the timeline. Guarded by John Carl Jones. Screen set by McConney. And wham, Alyssa Thomas is just knocking people on McConney. 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Across the timeline. Around the John Carl screen. And there's a foul on. Look, it's either Alyssa, I think it's on McConney. So Liberty will inbound, side out. 6:36 left to go in the second quarter. Phoenix up 6, 34-28. In this possible elimination game 2. With Liberty up 1-0. Liberty inbounds. Natasha Cloud throws out to Phoebish in the corner. Phoebish down the lane, guarded by Sably. Shot is up in the lane, no good. Rebounded by John Carl Jones. Her shot is no good. And here comes the Mercury. Melissa Thomas with the ball. Thomas with the ball, guarded by Phoebus down the lane. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled by Satu Sabli, so Phoebus should be going to the free throw line. Man, I said the same thing. Sabrina, that's uncharacteristic of Sabrina missing 4 free throws, especially 3 free throws on 3 shots. But no, I hope they don't come back to haunt us at the end of the game because those 4 free throws was big. All right, Phoebus' first free throw is up and is good. At least she's hitting free throws because Liberty's free throw shooting right now is not good right now. They got to settle down, concentrate on that free throw line. Every point counts. Fever's second free throw's up and is good, and it's a 4-point game. All right, Mercury inbounds. Sably inbounds to Wickham. Wickham with the ball. Over to Satu Sably. Sably at the top of the key. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas guarded by John Quell. Over to Sably. Sably down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Gets on rebound. Puts it up and in. And a foul. And Satu Sably has come to play in this game. Should be here like her 11th point of this game. She is, like I said, she's playing with like a woman possessed. So she'll be at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Liberty got to crash that boards. You got to crash the boards on those missed shots. You can't let them get second chance opportunity. And Sably's free throw is up, and it's good. And it's back to a 7-point game for the Mercury. Liberty inbounds. Kennedy Burks inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball guarded by Wickham. So Sably with 12 points, 10 of them coming in this second quarter. Cloud with the ball at the top of the key. Guarded by Kalia Copper around the John Paul Jones screen. Oh, it's over to Phoebus. Down low to John Paul out to Kennedy Burke. Burke with the ball over to Sabrina. Her pull-up jump shot is up. No good. Rebound by the Liberty. Kennedy Burks with the ball. And she's stolen by Wickham. Wickham over to Satu Sably. Sably with the ball. Over to Dewana Bonner, who lays it up and in, and it's a 9-point game. 39-30. Liberty inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina looking. Finds Phoebus down low. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Dewana Bonner. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball across the timeline. Down the lane, and nobody steps up. She lays it up and in, and it's 11-point lead. Timeout on the floor. Liberty. Phoenix up 41-30. Man, Liberty have gone ice cold right now while Phoenix is on fire right now. Phoenix is taking it to the Liberty, man. Like I said, Phoenix is in full go. They got the foot on the gas. Liberty got to play some better defense. They got to get back in transition, and they got to rebound. Got to rebound and stop, like I said, stop these second chance opportunities. John Quell's going to have to be an anchor down in the paint. But like I said, Liberty also got to make some shots. They got to make some shots. Sabrina got to make some shots. Phoebus got to make some shots. Natasha Cloud. An 11-point Mercury lead on the road in New York at the Barclays Center. It's like, Liberty, don't come home and lay an egg. We don't need you to lay an egg. You should be up 11 in this game. You should be up. So I want to thank everybody for tapping into this live stream, man. WNBA Game 2 between the Liberty and the Mercury. If this is your first time to my channel, the Man Cave Podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network and the Aboriginal Sports Network. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content created on both networks, the Hardcore Sports as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network. The links are right there in the chat. You can scroll up and click on it and subscribe. It is free. It costs you nothing. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It is totally free. Oh, man. Liberty are in trouble right now. They are in trouble right now. Down 11. Like I said, this is the wrong time to be cold. This is the wrong time to be cold. I'm surprised that the WNBA viewership is holding this on. Yeah, yep. But like I said, sometimes when you get to the playoffs, man, it's just like, the teams like the Aces, the Lynx, the Liberty and stuff like that. You got the star players still. You got Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, also for Satu Sably and Phoenix, Alyssa Thomas. So it's strong. Like I said, if it was blowouts or something like that, then but these teams, like I say, yeah, it might get blowouts here and there, but then teams come back and try to make it more competitive. Like I said, last night's game, I surely thought like the Aces was going to close that series out against the Storm, but the Storm came back, rallied in the last 4 minutes of that game, and they came back and stole that game. That was a game that I thought the Aces had in the bag. All right. So back to action. The Liberty got to figure out what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to play some defense, and like I said, they're gonna have to make some shots. All right. Liberty with the ball. Stewie inbounds to Natasha Cloud. 4:43 left to go in the second quarter. Cloud with the ball over to Phoebish. Phoebish out to Stewie at the top of the key. Stewie looking over to Sabrina off her leg, and that's going to be a turnover. And it's going to be Phoenix. It's going to be the Mercury ball. Man, the Liberty are really, really imploding right now. It's like this is the wrong time to go cold. All right. Mercury inbounds. Wickham inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball at the top of the key. Thomas over to Wickham. Wickham over to Kalia Copper, guarded by Natasha Cloud. Kalia Copper, her jump shot from 19 feet is up and is good. And it's a 13-point game. Liberty inbounds. John Qual Jones inbounds to Sabrina. Back to John Qual. Over to Stewie. They got to get something for Stewie or John Qual. And it looks like they tying up. Stewie looking for some help. Got to call a timeout or something. And they call a foul. But I don't know why Stewie didn't just call a timeout. Right by the sideline, you're right by your bench. I mean, nobody's coming to help you. I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout, but they call a foul. So in the second quarter, Phoenix has outscored New York 18-5 in this second quarter. New York 1 for 8. All right, Liberty inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Cloud looking, finds Sabrina. Sabrina, and she loses the ball on turnover. Come on, Sabrina. Stolen by the Mercury, throws ahead to Alyssa Thomas, who lays it up and in, and it's a 15-point game. Wow, the Liberty have just went ice cold. Phoenix on an 11-0 run. All right, Liberty, Natasha Cloud, her three-point shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Bonner with the ball over to Alyssa Thomas to Kalia Copper. Copper, shot is up, no good, but she is fouled, and she will be going to the free throw line. So the Mercury are getting out on the break and on the run, and they have opened up this game a 15-point lead in the second quarter on the road in New York. Seattle needed that win. They just can't be. They can't be on one of the Vegas again. It's already bad enough that the Vegas Golden Knights own the Seattle. Yeah, you're right. All right, Copper's first free throw is up, and it's good. 46-30, 16-point lead. And like I said, the Liberty have only scored 5 points in this second quarter. All right, Copper's second free throw is up, and that's also good. 47-30. So the Liberty have went ice cold. Stewie inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball across the timeline, almost loses it in the corner, throws it out to Stewie. Stewie with the ball, throws in the corner, John Qual Jones. John Qual in the corner, throws to Sabrina. Tough spot, over to Stewie. Stewie guarded by Satu Sabli, throws it. And Natasha Cloud saves it. 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Here comes the Mercury. Thomas down the lane. Looked like she walked, but she scored 49-30. And timeout on the floor, New York, a 19-point Mercury lead. Mercury have blown the doors open in this second quarter, 49-30. Mercury on a 24-5 run in this second quarter. Liberty picked a bad time to go cold in the second quarter. Now they down 19 points. Didn't see this coming. Did not see this coming at all. Liberty with a chance to protect the home court and close out this series with a win at home, but look like they're going to have to fight tooth and nails to try to get back in this one. But the Mercury right now blowing the doors off right now, up by 19 points. Mercury in the second quarter, 24-5 run. Liberty are 1 for 11 or 1 for 12 in this quarter. Oh man, man. Well, it looks like the Mercury are trying to send this game. They're trying to send this to a game 3 in Phoenix. So they have Liberty have went ice cold in this game. No scoring from John Qual Jones in the second quarter. Nothing from Sabrina Ionescu. Nothing from Brianna Stewart. Somebody's gonna have to step up. Somebody's gonna have to step up and like wake up. All right, Liberty inbound. Natasha Cloud with the ball over to Sabrina. Sabrina across the timeline over to John Qual Jones over to Mieseman at the top of the key. Over to Phoebish out to Sabrina. Sabrina, her 3-point shot from the elbow is up, and it's an air ball. Man, they can't find nothing. All right, Mercury inbounds. Alyssa Thomas inbounds to Wickham. Wickham with the ball, and it's a foul on. Is it on Natasha Cloud or Sabrina? Probably on Natasha Cloud. But Liberty in this quarter, 2 for 8 in this quarter. All right. Mercury inbounds. Wickham over to Kalia Copper. Copper with the ball over to Bonner and the elbow. Down low. And Bonner's shot is no good. Rebounded by John Quell Jones over to Mieseman. Mieseman over to Sabrina. Sabrina back to John Quell. John Quell at the top of the key. John Quell and it's stolen by Wickham. They got to protect the ball. Too many turnovers in this quarter. Wickham down low to Satu Sabali. And what do they call? Timeout on the floor by the Mercury. And Satu Sabali just got a technical foul. Felt that she got fouled on the floor. No call. He said, "Earth to Liberty, are you awake?" Nah, the Liberty are right now. The Liberty is in the twilight zone right now. They are in an alternate world right now. Don't know what the hell is going on with the Liberty, but this is the wrong time to go ice cold and to get all these turnovers in the second quarter. You have 5 points in the second quarter. Phoenix is on a 24-5 run in the second quarter, have blown this game open because the Liberty, like I said, are doing absolutely nothing. Nothing from Sabrina, nothing from Stewie, who coming back off the injury, nothing from Natasha Cloud, nothing from John Qual Jones in the second quarter. John Qual was hot in the first quarter, but that's been it. This second quarter has been a nightmare for the Liberty. So what's good, D? Yeah, looking like trash out there, man. I think this one is a wrap. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, man. And it's gonna be tough because this was a game you came home to eliminate the Mercury and end this series, man, on your home court to protect the home court. With Stewie kind of banged up, this is a game you should have went all out to try to win this game to give her some rest. Now you're gonna have to play a game 3 in Phoenix on Friday. Then after that, then you have to play the one of the Lynx and the Valkyrie. So most likely it'll be the Lynx. So we'll see. So the Liberty will shoot the free throw for the technical foul. And Sabrina's like 1 for 5 from the free throw line. She missed 3 free throws early in the game and also one of two. This free throw is up and it's good. 49-31. That's like the only point that the Liberty have been able to score is at the free throw line on that. It's like they have went ice cold in this game, man. All right, so the Mercury will set the inbounds up 18. Wickham, side out, inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key, guarded by John Qual Jones. Alyssa, still at the top of the key, down the lane, and her shot is blocked by John Qual Jones. Good defense. Stewie Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina around a Phoebe screen over to Mieseman. Mieseman at the top of the key, over to Sabrina. Sabrina around the Meeseman screen. Sabrina out to Meeseman. Meeseman at the elbow. Over to Phoebish. Phoebish over to Sabrina. Her 3-point shot from the elbow, and it's good. Finally, 49-34. Mercury inbounds to Satu Sabli to Kalia Copper, and she is fouled. And Cloud wants them to challenge it. Let me see that play again. 49-34. Sabrina with a much needed 3-point shot. And Cloud, that'll be Cloud's third foul. All right, so Kalia Copper will be at the free throw line. Copper's first free throw is up, and it's good. 50-30. And like I said, Phoenix is just making free throws and stuff like that and just letting the game come to them. And like I said, and they just keeping it put on the game. No, it's not a free throw. All right, so Mercury inbounds to Wickham. Wickham in the lane to Alyssa Thomas. Her shot from the free throw line is good. 51-34. Jonquel Jones inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Copper. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina guarded by Wickham. Sabrina looking. Sabrina down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by DeWanna Bonner, but it looks like it's out of bounds to be Liberty ball. And Bonner is trying to get him challenge, but I don't think they're going to challenge. 17-point Mercury lead. Liberty inbound the ball. Natasha Cloud, baseline looking, try to inbounds to Sabrina. Her pull-up 3-point shot from the corner is an air ball. And it will look like it will be Liberty ball as well with 38 seconds left to go right before the half. Then later tonight, the Kitty has go to San Francisco to play the Lynx. All right, Liberty inbound. Meeseman shot in the lane. Up, no good. Rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Here comes the Mercury. Bonner over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball. At the top of the key. Guarded by Jonquel Jones. Thomas down the lane. Throws it out to Wickham. Her 3-point shot from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Meeseman. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. 6 seconds left to go. Throws in the corner. Natasha Cloud. Her 3-point shot from the corner is up, and it's good. 51-37. Bonner inbounds to Alyssa Thomas, and that is it. No good. Halftime. So halftime score, Phoenix 51. New York 37. A 14-point halftime lead for the Mercury. What a nightmare second quarter for the New York Liberty. He said exploit the middle with Jones to spread the floor. Yeah, don't know what they're doing, but like I said, Phoenix is also like after every miss, Phoenix is on the run. They on a fast break. They're not slowing down. They on a fast break. They pushing the tempo and trying to catch New York off guard, which they are catching them off guard on these fast breaks and getting either a basket or they getting fouled. New York has to get back in defense on transition defense off of a missed shot because Phoenix is not walking the ball up. They're picking up the tempo. All right, we'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from our sponsor, courtesy of the Man Cave Podcast.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That Turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize, mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S. God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy Jay Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S. God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S. T.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
All right, we are back with the halftime stats. Once again, halftime score: Phoenix Mercury up 51-37 over the New York Liberty. A big second quarter for the Phoenix Mercury. 26 points to 12 in that quarter to take a 14-point lead at halftime over the Liberty in a pivotal game two, best of three series. If Phoenix wins this game, they extend to a game three in Phoenix on Friday night. A Liberty win tonight, and the series is over. Liberty sweep in two games and will meet the winner of the Minnesota Lynx against the Valkyries. All right, halftime stats for the Phoenix Mercury. Alyssa Thomas with 13 points, 5 rebounds. Natasha Mack has not scored in this game. Satu Sabli was on fire in that second quarter. Has 12 points, 3 assists, and a rebound. Kalia Copper also with 12 points. So the big three with 13, 12, and 12. So balanced attack for the big three. The point guard, Makani, with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Off the bench, they got 4 points from Dewana Bonner, Catherine Westbelt with 5, and Sammy Whitcomb with 3. Overall shooting for the Phoenix Mercury, 19 of 36 for 53%. 3-point shooting, 3 of 11 for 27%. Free throw shooting, they are 100%. They have hit all 10 of their free throws. They have 16 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 turnovers in the game to catapult them to this 14-point lead. For the Liberties, Brianna Stewart only has 2 points in this game. Leonie Phoebish only has 2 points. John Paul Jones, with a big first quarter, was 7 points in that first quarter. She has 7 points and 5 rebounds in this game. Natasha Cloud with 6 points. Sabrina Ionescu with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Off the bench, Kennedy Burks with 4 points. Mieseman with 7 points off the bench. Overall shooting for the New York Liberty, 13 of 35 for 37%. 3-point shooting, 5 of 15 for 33%. Free throw shooting, they are at 50%. They are 6 of 12. 6 missed free throws, and it could be 6 points closer with 6 missed free throws. They are at 50%. Most of that has been Sabrina has missed 4 free throws. They have 19 rebounds, 10 assists, and they have 8 turnovers in this game. But like I said, the quarter that has killed the Liberty in this quarter was that second quarter where Phoenix outscored them 26-12. So second half, the Liberty are going to have to put on their defensive boots and play some defense in that third quarter to slow down this Phoenix Mercury team and to get back into this game. Can't believe 14-point lead, 51-37. Big game right here, pivotal game right here. A win for the Liberty, and the series is over. A win by the Mercury, and the series extends to Phoenix on Friday night for a game 3. Winner goes on to meet the winner of the Minnesota Lynx and the Golden State Valkyries. So I want to know what Sandy Brondello's telling her Liberty team in the halftime. She's telling them like, hey, they got to rebound. They got to get out on defense. They got to get back on D. They got to make some stops, and they have to play some defense and make shots tougher for the Mercury. These shots got to be contested. But like I said, the main thing is the Mercury are getting out on the break after missed shots, so the Liberty will have to put on their track shoes and get back on defense if they want to slow down this Mercury team. Because the Mercury is getting easy baskets. They're either getting to get a basket or they're getting fouled to go to the free throw line, where they are 10 of 10 from the free throw line. So in the second half, the Liberty is going to have to shoot much better at the free throw line. Sabrina going to have to shoot much better. Like I said, it's very uncharacteristic of her missing all these free throws. But sometimes you have games like this. But it's always a tale of two halves, man. Maybe in the second half, the Liberty can go off in the second half and put the clamps on the Mercury. That's yet to be seen. We will see after halftime how they come out in that third quarter. Also on the network, man, make sure you go check out Delay of Game right now. Football, man, on the Aboriginal Sports Network, as well as check out the Hardcore Sports Network right now as well. Like I said, the links are in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network and all the great content creators there, as well as the Hardcore Sports Network, all the great content creators. And if this is your first time to the Band Cave podcast, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms. It is totally free. It costs you nothing just to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Also at 9:30, make sure you check out the Aboriginal Sports Network with the Heart of the City on tonight with my bros, Unpop Opinion Sports at NYG and Coach Ed Sports. Make sure you tap in there at 9:30 p.m. on the Aboriginal Sports Network. So big third quarter for the Liberty coming up after the halftime, man. Big third quarter is like, are they going to stop the bleeding? Because that's the only way. If the things keep going the way they're going, it's gonna be a wrap. They're gonna have to go to Game 3 in Phoenix. All right, so for the Liberty, they got to get Phoebus going. They got to get Natasha Cloud, you know, John Paul Jones going, and like I said, Brianna Stewart. They got to get going. Stewie, Natasha Cloud, like I said, Phoebus. They got to get going. Got to get going. Need some points. Going to need some points, but also going to need some defensive stops in this game. So they're gonna have to come with it in the third quarter. And for the Mercury, hey, Mercury are fighting for their life tonight. So hey, they don't want to go home. They don't want to be eliminated. They don't want their season to be over. So the Mercury are fighting, man. And we knew this was going to happen in a closeout game. Of course, their backs against the wall. They're going to come out fighting. Also, there's a game two. Also, game two tonight. Right after this game will be the Lynx against the Valkyries in a possible closeout game at the Bay Area. The Lynx up 1-0, looking for the sweep and looking to end the series tonight in Golden State. Like I said, Liberty just got to put that second quarter away. They just got to wash that second quarter away and just have a big third quarter, man. Like I said, slow down the Mercury. Just looking at a possible second game. Also surprised. I surprised that Atlanta game last night against the Fever, man. I thought Atlanta was going to win that game, but Fever put it on them, man. On the roads, Fever forced a game 3 in that series as well. So they'll be playing in Atlanta tomorrow. Like I said, Liberty got to go crazy in this third quarter, man, to protect the home court in the Barclays Center. They're gonna have to go off on offense, and they're gonna have to have to dig down defensively too, because they can't trade baskets for baskets. They got to make some defensive stops. And Natasha Cloud has 3 fouls, so she got to be careful in that third quarter. So in this game, like I said, with the Liberty, we'll see how the first 4 minutes of this quarter goes. If they're gonna be trading baskets for baskets, or they're gonna still be ice cold. Hopefully, they could be red hot, and hopefully, the Mercury could be cold. Yeah, yeah. Transition defense and must securing the ball as well. Yeah, man. Turnovers, too many ill-advised turnovers. Too many ill-advised turnovers. They got to play smart with the basketball. And like I said, it looked like when John Qual or Brianna makes a move and they're not looking, they get the ball poked out and it gets stolen. And Stewie's not moving too well with that knee brace on that knee and stuff like that. So, that's what I'm saying. Everybody else got to step up and try to secure this win and get us some rest, man. Got to secure this win. But if we can't get this win, we're going to have to go back on the road in a couple days on Friday in Phoenix, man, to try to end the series. If not, we might be eliminated. That's why you got to protect your home court. We stole a game one in Phoenix. Now they trying to steal game two on the road because their backs against the wall. But like I said, hopefully Liberty don't come out trying to shoot a bunch of threes to try to get back in the game and then start missing. And because missed 3-point shots leads to long rebounds, leads to fast breaks, especially if your guys are not getting back on defense. Yeah, just take it to them. Try to get fouled, man. Try to get them in foul trouble, man. So I'm about to start this third quarter in a few. We'll see. We're gonna see how they're gonna come out. See how the Liberty come out. Like I said, we really need it to be a tale of two halves. Another thing, rebounding is big. We got to get these rebounds. We got to stop these second chance points for the Mercury. Got to get the rebounds. Got to control the boards. Limit them one and done. Limit them to one and done. Yeah, yeah. We got to rebound our misses, and like I said, these guys they got to play strong. They got to go up strong because I seen a couple of times where they got the ball and they went up and yeah, nobody got fouled, but they got to go up strong and take it in and let them make a call, man. Got to make a call. Need Phoebus to be more aggressive on offense. She's looking like looking more passive. We need her to shoot some threes and also get some cuts down the basket. So, like I said, all hands on deck. We got to rebound. Got to rebound. It's a big third quarter. All right. See the big three for Phoenix, 13 for Thomas, 12 for Copper. Satu Sabli with 12 points. So again, balanced scoring attack from the big three in Phoenix. So for the Liberty, like I said, John Quell, Stewie, Sabrina, also Natasha Cloud. Got to have some big third quarter right here, man. Need a big third quarter. He said, "Look at this. They get on in transition and everything. They're running the floor. New York is jogging back. It's like you got to Sabrina can't be turning the ball over like that. You got to take care of the basketball. You're the point guard. You got to take care of that basketball." All right, start of the third quarter will be Mercury ball coming out of the halftime. All right, Mercury, 14-point lead, inbound the ball. Thomas over to Copper. Copper with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Natasha Cloud. Oh, Copper with the ball over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball, guarded by John Quall. Down low to Copper. Copper turns, and she is fouled by John Quall Jones, being a little bit too aggressive. John Quall, slow down a little bit as on that double team. All right. So the Mercury will inbound the ball. All right, McConney inbounds to Copper. Copper with the ball over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas down the lane. Good step up by Natasha Cloud. Shot is no good. Rebounded by John Paul Jones over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball across the timeline. Sabrina round a Stewie screen over to Natasha Cloud in the corner, and we have a foul on the floor. Look like it's a foul on Natasha Mack trying to guard Phoebus. Jones, yeah, that was a dumb foul by Jones. All right. The Liberty got to score in this possession right here. All right. Sabrina looking, try to inbound. Inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Over to John Quall. Pull up 3-point shot from the elbow is no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Here comes the Mercury. Thomas with the ball at the elbow. Guarded by Stewie. Over to Satu Sabli. Sabli shot is up. No good. Rebounded by John Quall Jones. Jones over to Stewie. Stewie with the ball. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina in the lane. Out to John Quell. John Quell looking. Finds Phoebus at the elbow. Phoebus and Mercury look like they extended the defense, and there's a travel on the Liberty. Come on. So turnover for Phoebus and the Liberty. It'll be Mercury ball. All right, Mercury inbounds. Sabli inbounds to McConney. McConney guarded by Sabrina. Around Alyssa Thomas screen. McConney in the lane to Natasha Mack. Her jump shot from the side is good, and it's a 16-point game. John Paul Jones inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Copper. Cloud around a Stewie screen. Cloud at the top, still guarded by Copper. Cloud shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Alyssa Thomason. Here comes the Mercury. Thomas with the ball over to Sabli. Sabli around Alyssa Thomas screen. Sabli pull up 3-point shot from the top of the key, in and out. No good. Rebounded by John Paul Jones. Over to Sabrina. And the Liberty are still struggling to score. Sabrina with the ball at the top of the key. Over to John Quell. John Quell thought about the three. Now over to Phoebus. Phoebus to Sabrina. Sabrina. Her pull up 3-point shot is up, in and out. Rebounded by Kalia Copper. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Over to McConney. McConney with the ball at the logo. Around Alyssa Thomas screen, McConney over to Alyssa Thomas. Her shot from the free throw line is up and no good. Rebounded by John Quell. Jones with the rebound. Bringing the ball across the timeline. John Quell still has the ball. Over to Sabrina. Around the screen. Sabrina guarded by Marcani. Sabrina in the corner. Sabrina over to Natasha Cloud at the top. Down to John Quell Jones. Her shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Sabli. And here comes the Mercury ahead to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Down low to Natasha Mack, and she traveled. So it will be Liberty ball, down 16. Liberty has not scored over the first 3 minutes of this quarter. So far, only one basket by the Mercury. So the Liberty had the opportunity. They have not been able to score the basketball. All right, Stewie inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Around the Stewie screen, over to John Quall. Her corner 3-point shot, no good. In and out, rebounded by the Mercury. Over to Sabli. Sabli with the ball. Across the timeline. Sabli. Over to Marcani. Marcani with the ball. Guarded by Sabrina at the top of the key. Around Alyssa Thomas screen. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Down low to Kalia Copper backdoor, and she lays it up and in. 55-37. Liberty quickly inbounds Phoebus. Over to Natasha Cloud at the top of the key. Cloud looking, throws to Stewie, and the ball is deflected. Bad turnover. Here comes the Mercury. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Down the lane. Euro step, lays it up and in. And there's a 20-point lead. 57-37, timeout on the floor. Man. The Liberty, like I said, turning the ball over, getting beat backdoor. Phoenix is getting easy baskets. Liberty got to work hard for all their baskets, and like I said, and their shots are not falling. The 3-point shots is not falling. It is a 20-point Mercury lead. Timeout on the floor. So not a good start of the third quarter for the Liberty. They're still struggling yet again. Phoenix has scored the first 6 points of this quarter. Liberty have yet to score in this quarter. I don't know what's Sandy Bronzelli gonna tell him in the timeout, man, but Liberty are not doing anything with the basketball. Like I said, they're not even getting easy baskets. They're not getting no transition, no nothing. They're not getting fast break, anything, man. All their shots, they're working hard for their shots. While Phoenix getting easy baskets, cutting back door, picking up the pace, in transition off of miss baskets. They're picking up the tempo and catching the Liberties napping. Mm, But like I said, Liberties had their opportunity. They had chances to score, and when they got some defensive stops, but they were unable to score, and that's not going to cut it. You getting the defensive stops. You got to get some baskets. You got to make baskets. Not looking good right now. So yeah, they're gonna need, like I said, they're gonna need some John Quell. I don't know why John Quell's not in the post getting the ball in there, like I said, and kicking out. And the shooters got to make shots. But also, like I said, we got to move that basketball and get down the lane. Got to get down the lane and get easy baskets. Got to cut down the lane. All right, back to action. Let's see what the Liberty gonna do. Still have yet to score. Liberty still ice cold. Six of them. They haven't scored in 4 minutes of this quarter. All right, Cloud inbounds to Phoebus. Back to Cloud. Cloud with the ball guarded by uh, Copper over to Brianna Stewart, now guarded by Alyssa Thomas. Stewie. And the foul is on Kalia Copper. So Liberty will inbound the ball. But Liberty, like I said, Liberty are cold right now, man. They are cold. All right, Liberty inbound. Looking to inbound. Stewart inbounds to Sabrina. Look like almost a turnover. Sabrina down low to John Quell Jones. Her shot is up and no good. And she is fouled. Man, John Quell misses a layup. Oh, John Quell, you should have dunked that, man. Could have dunked that ball. Nobody down there is like, yo, get yourself going. Should put an emphatic dunk. All right, Liberty inbounds. Sabrina inbounds to Stewie. Stewie with the ball down low. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Sably. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Over to Marcani. And here comes the Mercury with a 20-point lead. Liberty to Cole. Marcani down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by John Quell Jones. Jones with the ball. Over to Natasha Cloud. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina back out to Natasha. Over to John Paul Jones to Phoebus in the corner. Phoebus throws out the back to Phoebus. Her wide open 3-point shot in and out. Rebounded by Stewie. Shot is up, no good, but Stewie will be at the free throw line. Man, they are ice cold. They can't get no shots to fall. He says Jones and Sabrina head is not in the game. It looked like all their heads are not in the game right now. I don't know what happened the night before or whatever, but all right, Stewie will be at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. 5:09 left to go in the third quarter, and that is their first point. So no points within the first 5 minutes of this quarter for the Liberty. All right, Stewie's second free throw is up and good. Man, Alyssa Thomas is knocking people over like a bowling ball, and no call. Those are offensive fouls. They let her knock them over. All right, all right. Mercury inbounds. Thomas over to Marcani, back to Thomas. It's an 18-point lead. Thomas in the lane, right to Natasha Mack for a shot down the baseline, and it is good, and it's back to a 20-point lead. Liberty inbounds. Sabrina inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball out to John Qual Jones. Jones shot is up, and it is blocked. Thought she got fouled, but and it is a jump ball. Man, 20-point Phoenix lead with 4:33 left to go in the quarter. Wow. New York 0 for 9 in this quarter. Man, they are bricklaying out there. Good Lord. 0 for 9 in this quarter. They were 2 for something in the second quarter. Man, since that first quarter, at 25 points in the first quarter, they had scored 14 points in another quarter and a half. And the crowd is trying to get them pumped up, but Liberty ain't giving the crowd nothing to cheer about. All right, the tip is up, John Call, and she didn't win the tap. And it's Alyssa Thomas ahead to Marconi, who will lay it up and in on the. Oh man, 61-39. They are beating the Liberty at everything. It's like they outrun the Liberty, out hustling the Liberty. All right, Natasha Cloud with the ball over to Phoebish. I mean, to Meeson. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Natasha Mack. Over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas back out to Satu Sabli. Sabli with the ball. 22-point Mercury lead, 61-39. Sabli at the top of the key. Over to Kalia Copper. Her three-point shot from the elbow, no good. Rebounded by John Qual Jones. Here comes the Liberty. Jones with the ball, guarded by Alyssa Thomas. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Back out to John Qual. Down low to Mieseman, who lays it. Oh, my God, no good. Mieseman gets her own rebound, and she is fouled. Oh, my God. How many missed layups underneath by the bigs for New York? Mieseman and John Qual Jones. Point blank missing layups. And Mieseman will be at the free throw line for two. I mean, the basket got a lid on it. Basket has a lid on it for New York for some reason. Mieseman, her first free throw is up, and it's good. 61-40, and substitutions coming into the game for both teams. All right, Mieseman's second free throw is up, and that one is good. 61-41, 20-point Mercury lead. All right, Mercury inbound. Alyssa Thomas inbounds to Wickham. Wickham with the ball over to Marconi. Back to Alyssa Thomas at the top of the key, guarded by Natasha Cloud. Look like Liberty's in his own defense. Thomas, shot is up. No good. Rebounded by John Qual Jones. And here comes the Liberty. John Qual bringing the ball up. John Quell looking, finds Natasha Cloud at the top of the key. Cloud over to Meesman. Oh, back to Cloud. In the corner to Rebecca Gardner for her three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Mercury. Marcani over to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas across the timeline. Back to Marcani in the corner to West Bell. Her three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by John Quell Jones. And John Quell bring the ball up. And she almost turns the ball over. But Natasha Cloud gets the ball back. Cloud with the ball. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Man, Liberty are just careless with the basketball. All right. So the Cloud's first free throw is good, 61-42. And Stewie and would check back into the game for the Liberty as well as Dewana Bonner for the Mercury. And Cloud's second free throw is good, 61-43. Also, Kennedy Burks will check into the game for the Liberty. All right. Mercury inbound. Westbell will inbound the ball, looking, finds Whitcomb over to Marcani. Marcani with the ball. Throws it to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Looking, finds Marcani. Her shot from the baseline is good and is back to a 20-point lead. Liberty inbounds. Stewie inbounds to Meesman. Back to Stewie. Stewie with the ball. Stewie looking. Finds Meesman. Meesman with the ball. Looking, finds Natasha Cloud at the top. Now at the elbow. Cloud back out to Meesman at the top of the key. And in the corner, and it is stolen by Alyssa Thomas with the basketball. Here comes the Mercury over to Dewana Bonner, who lays it in and is up to 22. 65-43. Stewie inbounds to Natasha Cloud to Kennedy Burke. And it looked like it's a turnover. Man, Liberty are turning the basketball over, getting stripped. And Sabrina will check back into the game. 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 22-point Mercury lead. All right, Connie inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Thomas at the top of the key, guarded by Stewie. And Stewie backing down. Thomas with the ball, looking out to Westbell. Back to Thomas. Thomas over to Dewana Bonner and the elbow. Bonner steps a shot up. Oh my God, off 1 foot and gets it in. 67-43. All right, Sabrina inbounds to Stewie. Back to Sabrina. Over to Meeseman. Meeseman lays it up and in finally. 67-45. 134 left to go. Bonner inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas with the ball across the timeline. Thomas still looking. Finds Dewana Bonner in the corner. Bonner throws to Alyssa Thomas. Thomas at the baseline, double team, back out to Bonner 1 second, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. So good defense by the Liberty, but like I said, no scoring in this quarter for the Liberty. Liberty only had 8 points in this quarter, man. 8 points, and they are playing like trash. A minute left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, I don't know. At some point, I don't know if they're going to wave the white flag or not, but they've been playing like trash. And all right, Rebecca Gardner inbounds to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball over to Meeseman. Meeseman with the ball, looking over to Stewie. Stewie with the ball over to Meeseman in the post, down to Stewie. Stewie, her baseline shot is up and finally rolls in 67-47. 20-point lead. Bonner inbounds to Sably. Sably with the ball. Over to Wickham. Wickham with the ball around the Westfall screen. Looked like she almost walked. Over to Sably. Sably inbounds to Westfall all by herself at the poor defense by Sabrina. 69-47. All right, New York with the ball. Sabrina with the ball at the top of the key. Her pull-up three-point shot from the logo is no good. Rebounded by Dewana Bonner. Bonner with the ball over to Wickham. And the Mercury can hold for the last shot. 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 69-47. Wickham with the ball. Throws. And is it stolen? But, oh, no, it's a foul. All right, so Mercury will inbound the ball. Sably will inbound the ball. Over to Kalia Copper with 4 seconds. Copper at the elbow, and she looked like she walked. Shot is up, no good, and that is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Phoenix 69, New York 47. So Phoenix extends a 14-point halftime lead to 22. Another poor quarter from the Liberty. Liberty in that quarter only scores 10 points in the third quarter after scoring 12 points in the second quarter. So the Liberty is just like they are just having a hard time scoring the basketball, finding the bottom of the basket. So really, what the Mercury could do, Mercury could kind of, I ain't gonna say slow the game down, but the Mercury are in control of this game right now. The Liberties are the ones who are, like I said, Liberty are down 22 and looking like they have just been, like I said, ice cold in the last two quarters. Either way, not a good look for the Liberty. This was a pivotal game too, coming home to close out this series, man. After stealing game one on the road, and they come home and lay an egg, they are getting blown out. And if they can't make a comeback in the fourth quarter, which it don't look like, this game it'll be a game three in Phoenix on Friday night. And the winner of that will get to move on to face the Minnesota Lynx, who are taking on the Valkyries after this game tonight. Can't believe two back-to-back bad quarters, man. Two back-to-back bad quarters for the New York Liberty. Got the fourth quarter, and that's about it. I'm like, the Liberty had a chance to end this series tonight, and now they gave the Mercury new life. So now Friday night looks like it'll be a game three Friday night in Phoenix. And so far, they're still getting nothing from Phoebish, Tosh Cloud, John Paul Jones, Stewie. Sabrina's like, hey, somebody got to step up, man. Somebody got to step up, and doesn't look like nobody's stepping up. So that's it. The fourth quarter. Liberty should have the basketball to start. 10 minutes left to see if they could pull off a comeback. If not, it'll be a game three in Phoenix Friday night. Yeah, look like the Liberty might be waving them. No. All right, Liberty inbounds. Meesman inbounds to Cloud. Cloud with the ball over to Kennedy Burks. Burks with the ball over to Meesman. Meesman with the ball. And it's a foul. And what is it? Calls a foul. So it'll be Mercury basketball. Yeah, look like they waving the white flag. They got Kennedy Burks, Marina Johnson. All right, Mercury inbounds. Wickham inbounds to Kalia Copper. Copper with the ball. Over to Sably. Sably to Westbell. Westbell over to Dewana Bonner. Bonner. Her jump shot, 19-foot shot is up and good. 71-47. Liberty inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball around the Meesman screen. Cloud over to Meesman. Over to Kennedy Burks, who lays it up and in. All right, Mercury inbounds. Sobley inbounds to Wickham. Wickham with the ball over to Kalia Copper. Copper over to Sobley. Sobley to Westbeld. Westbeld over to Dewana Bonner. A long 3-point shot, and it's good. 74-49. 25 for Mercury lead. Natasha Cloud with the ball now for the Liberty. Over to Johannes. Over to Izzy Harrison, and she is fouled. Dewana Bonner making her mark in this fourth quarter. All right, Harrison, her first free throw is up, and it's no good. All right, and second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Sobley. Sobley with the ball over to Copper. Copper with the ball guarded by Natasha Cloud. Over to Sobley. Sobley with the ball over to Westbeld. Westbeld to Wickham. Wickham with the ball. Back to Westbell. Her 3-point shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Mieseman. Mieseman with the ball over to Natasha Cloud. Cloud around the Mieseman screen. Cloud back to Mieseman. Mieseman. And she looked like she walked. And it is a travel turnover, so it will be Mercury ball up 25 with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. All right. So Mercury will inbound. Wickham inbounds to Copper. Copper with the ball. Guarded by Natasha Cloud over to Sobley. Sobley with the ball at the elbow. Sobley at the top of the key. 3-point shot is up and good. And it's a 28-point lead, 77-49. Timeout on the floor, New York. 28-point lead, and Phoenix is pouring it on right now. Wow. A game that the Liberties could have had, and they just, like I said, they just came home and laid a damn egg. You came home and laid a damn egg on a possible closeout game, and you getting blown out by 28 points. Can't hit the side of a barn. Look like it's going to be a game 3 Friday night in Phoenix. But if the Mercury play like the way they're playing tonight and the Liberty play like the way they're playing tonight, season is over for the Liberty, man. Had a golden opportunity, stole a game 1, came home just to wrap this thing up in game 2, could have wrapped this series up. But Liberty came home and laid an egg. Phoenix came out blazing and trying to force a game 3 in Phoenix. Like I said, Liberty might as well wave the white flag, get them ready. Brianna get some treatment for her knee. Get ready for that game 3 because that's going to be a brawl. That game right there will be a brawl. Going to be a brawl, a 28-point lead. But like I said, Stewie didn't have a good game. Like I said, come back from his injury. Not a good game. Natasha Cloud quiet in this game. John Qual Jones quiet in this game. Sabrina quiet in this game. So none of the big guns for the Liberty stepped up in this game on this home. You are at home. You are supposed to, leave it all out there on the court. And I don't think that's what they did in this game, man. So that's why there's going to be a game 3 in Phoenix on Friday night. So I guess both teams will probably empty. Phoenix will probably empty their bench, like I said, with a 28-point lead. Get their starters some rest and get ready for this pivotal game 3 closeout game. All right, Liberty inbounds. The Natasha Cloud to Kennedy Burke. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Sably. Sably with the ball over to Wickham. Wickham over to Copper. Copper across the timeline. Guarded by Natasha Cloud. Cloud over to Westbell. Westbell to Wickham. Wickham down the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Bonner. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled and going to the free throw line. Yeah, RC, man. Bad second quarter, nightmare second quarter, and nightmare third quarter for the Liberty. They went ice cold, man. Second quarter only scored 12 points. Third quarter only scored 10 points in a quarter, man. They were bricklaying. I mean, they were bricklaying like crazy, man. For Liberty, just ice cold. Yeah, you're going to dissect it when you get to the crib and see. All right, Bonner's first free throw is no good. And Bonner's second free throw is up, and it's good. 78-49. Kennedy Burks inbounds to Natasha Cloud. Cloud with the ball across the timeline over to Naira Sably. Sably with the ball over to Johannes. Back to Sably. Her shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Satu. Satu with the ball across the timeline over to Wickham. 29-point Mercury lead. Wickham with the ball. Guarded by Nair Sabli at the top. Wickham. And it's stolen by Kennedy Burks. Burks with the ball across the timeline ahead to Talbot. And she is fouled by Satu Sabli. So Liberty will inbound the ball side out. 6:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Satu and Nair showing their pictures at Oregon. All right. All right. New York set the inbounds. Nair set the inbound the ball. Guarded by her sister Satu. All right, no, it was Rebecca Gardner actually inbounds to Marina Johannes. Johannes with the ball, one-handed shot, one-legged shot, no good. Rebounded by Westbell. Westbell with the ball ahead to Wickham. Wickham over to Westbell, guarded by Rebecca Gardner. Back to Wickham. Over to McConney. McConney to Satu Sabli in the corner. Satu looking over to Natasha Mack. Back to Mack. Shot is up and good. 80-49. All right. New York inbounds. Near Sabli inbounds to Kennedy Burke. Burke with the ball. In the corner to Rebecca Gardner. Gardner back out to Kennedy Burke. Burke with the ball. Out to Talbot. Talbot to Kennedy Burke. 3-point shot from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by the Mercury. Talbot with the ball. Wickham with the ball. 5:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. And like I said, Mercury in no hurry to do anything. Wickham with the ball. Around Natasha Mack screen, back to Wickham. Her 3-point shot from the top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Satu Sabli. Back out to Wickham. Wickham with the ball over to Marconi. Back to Westbell. Westbell in the corner. Natasha Mack. She tries a 3-point shot and there's an air ball. Rebounded by Satu Sabli. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Marina Johannes. Johannes with the ball. Johannes in the lane. Throws it in the corner to Rebecca Gardner. Back to Johannes. Her 3-point shot is up. No good, but she is fouled on a 3-point shot. So she'll be at the free throw line. 31-point lead for the Phoenix Mercury as the Liberty had just went ice cold, man. But bruh, I was just seeing what you did in the first. Yeah, I know. I know. All right, Giannis' first free throw was good. The only good thing, I guess, is y'all got one more chance. But yeah, that's not a good chance though. Back in Phoenix, if they play like this, Phoenix gonna eliminate them. Her second free throw is up, and that's good. 80-51. And look like there's a timeout on the floor. Phoenix look like they're probably going to empty their bench. 80-51 with 4:54 left to go. Yeah, can't believe, man. Yeah, RC, our big guns ain't do nothing. The big guns didn't do anything. Brianna, with the gimpy knee, she didn't do nothing. John Quell did something early in the first quarter. That was it. She's been quiet. Sabrina did nothing really after the first quarter. Natasha Cloud was quiet in this game. Yeah, man. Phoebish, quiet. That's what happens, man. You come home, you got to lay it all out there. You got to leave it all out on the court, man. I don't think they left it all out there on the court. A pivotal game to come home to close, a golden opportunity to close out the series and get some rest. You know what I'm saying? Now they're going to have to play a game three while the Lynx probably most likely going to end their series tonight and be rested up and waiting on the winner of this game. Nah, Brianna Stewart played. She was a game time decision, but she played. She played with a gimpy knee, but she played, but she wasn't much of a factor. And that's what I was saying. A win today would have went a long ways to helping her, recover. Now she's gonna have to play a game three before possibly, and if she ain't ready to go at that game or she ain't played good that game, it could be lights out. Could be lights out, man. So other people gonna have to step up. Phoebish, Natasha Cloud, Sabrina, John Paul Jones, they all gonna have to step up. Uh, so what a game, what a game. Can't believe they getting their butt whooped, man. Listen, Liberty laid an egg. They laid an egg, man. They laid an egg in the second and the third quarter. Uh, he said getting beat like a barroom brawl. Man, they got beat like what you call it? They took him out back to the woodshed, man. Took him out back. We got winning game two. Come on, man. You know the Lynx winning that thing. Lynx is a smart team. They're gonna close that shit out real quick, man. Lynx is not playing around. Them vets know about that rest. The shorter the series, the better it is for them. Hey, they're gonna close that series out and watch the Liberty and the Mercury, go at game three, you know what I'm saying? Use up their energy. All right. Giannis third free throws up and it's good. 80-52. All right. Mercury set the inbound. All right. Westbell inbounds to Marcani. Marcani with the ball. Guarded by Rebecca Gardner. Marcani with the ball. over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb and foul on the play. Natasha Mack looked like she got fouled. Yeah, he said they need to make these first round seasons. Yeah, I think so too. Best of five. But I guess the way they look is like, hey, three should be enough in the first round. Then after that, second round is five, and then the third round is seven. Yeah, y'all talking on that bench. I better be talking about what y'all gonna do the next game. All right, Mercury inbounds over to Whitcomb. Her 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Rebecca Gardner. Gardner with the ball. Gardner looking the ball. Looking, finds Niara Sabli. Gardner at the top of the key. Her 3-point shot is up and good. And 80 to 55. Mercury inbounds. Mack inbounds to Wickham. Wickham with the ball. Guarded by Johannes. Johannes. All right, Wickham at the top of the key. Around the Mack screen. Wickham in the corner. And shot is no good. Rebounded by Johannes. And here comes the Liberty. Johannes with the ball. 3:42 left to go. Her 1-foot shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Natasha Mack. Mack with the rebound. Over to Wickham. Over to Westbell. And her 3-point shot is good. 83-55. All right, Liberty inbounds. Izzy Harrison inbounds to Gardner. Back to Harrison. Harrison with the ball. Back to Gardner. Gardner down to Sabli, Nayara Sabli, and she is fouled by Natasha Mack. So Sabli, Nayara be at the free throw line. 28-point Mercury lead with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. All right, Sabli's first free throw is no good. And her second free throw is up, and it's good. 83-56. All right, Mercury inbounds. Mack inbounds to Laska. Laska with the ball around the Mack screen. Looking with the ball. And it looked like they have really emptied out their bench. And Kalani Brown is in the game for them as well. Over to Laska. Her 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Izzy Harrison. Over to Talbot. Talbot with the ball. Over to Johannes. Johannes with the ball. Almost gets stolen. Throws it in the corner to Niera Sabli. She lays it up and no good. Rebounded by the Mercury. So Phoenix, like I said, just playing this. So it's Lexi Hell with the ball. Oh, with the ball throws down and it's stolen by Izzy Harrison over to Giannis. And she throws and passes out of bounds. It'll be Mercury ball. So Locks with the ball over to Kiana Williams. No good. Rebounded by Niera Sabli. Sabli with the ball over to Rebecca Gardner. Gardner at the top of the key. Over to Giannis. Down low to Izzy Harrison. Harrison. Shot in the lane, up off the glass, and good. 83-58. All right, Natasha Mack inbounds to Laska. Laska with the ball. Over to Mack. Mack with the ball to Kiana Williams. Williams with the ball in the corner to Kalani Brown. Back to Mack. Out to, and she stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Liberty ball. Yeah, it's a wrap like Jimmy John. It's a wrap like Christmas. It's a wrap. All right, Sabli inbound the ball to Rebecca Gardner. Gardner with the ball. Those are Maureen Johannes. Giannis over to Talbot from a 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Kalani Brown. Around the ball. Over to Kiana Williams. Williams in the lane. Back out to Natasha Mack. Back to Laska. Laska with a 3-point shot is up and good. 86-58. 58 seconds left to go. Inbounds to Izzy. Inbounds to Johannes. Johannes in the lane. Shot is up off the glass. No good. Put back in by Izzy Harrison. 86-60. Inbounds. Mercury inbounds to Kiana Williams. 26-point Mercury lead. Kiana Williams with the ball. Over to Laska. Over to Natasha Mack. And the pass is stolen by Niera Sabli. Over to Talbot. Talbot with the ball over to Sabli. Her shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Laska. And here comes the Mercury, and that is it. He said Notre Dame started 0-2. Yo, that game was a great game. I thought Notre Dame was going to win that game, and they lost at the very end on that. I was like, oh, my God. I watched that game. I was like, oh, my God. And that is the final score, man. Phoenix ties the series up 1 game apiece. Come on the road. Game 2, blowing out the Liberty at the Barclays Center, 86-60, a 26-point whooping by the Phoenix Mercury over the New York Liberty to tie the series up 1 game apiece. Game 3 will be Friday night in Phoenix. That is the best of 3 series. Last game of the series is do or die for either team. The winner goes on to face the winner of the Lynx and the Valkyries. The loser season will be over. Tough loss for the New York Liberty coming home. Thought this was a game that they could have just came over here, protect the home court, and end this series and give Breanna Stewart some rest. But nope, got to go on the road Friday night to try to close it out or probably be eliminated. Season will be over. So let me read the final stats, man. Shout out to the chat. My boy RC, thanks for tapping in. D, you already know. Jake Smith, Daniel Berry, Sports, salute. Mitch, salute. Read off the final stats in this game, man. Once again, Phoenix wins 86-60. Alyssa Thomas, 15 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Natasha Mack finishes with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Satu Sabli finishes with 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Kalia Copper finishes with 14 points. Makani finishes with 6 points. So balanced attack by, the big 3, Alyssa Thomas, Satu Sabli, and Kalia Copper. Off the bench, Dewana Bonner with 14 big points off the bench and 8 rebounds as well to go along with Westbell with 10 points off the bench, 3 for Sammy Whitcomb, 3 for Laska off the bench. Overall shooting for the Phoenix Mercury, 34 of 71 for 48%. 3-point shooting, 7 of 24 for 29%. Free throw shooting, 11 of 12 for 92%. Phoenix finishes with 39 rebounds, 22 assists, and 8 turnovers in the game. For the New York Liberties, Breanna Stewart finishes with only 6 points in her game back off the injury. Leona Phoebus finishes with only 2 points. John Claude Jones finishes with 7 points and 13 rebounds. Natasha Cloud, quiet game with 8 points. Sabrina Ionescu, quiet game with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Off the bench, Izzy Harrison with 4 points. Kennedy Burke with 6 points. Ema Mieseman with 11 points. Niera Sabli with 1. Rebecca Gardner with 3. Marina Johannes with 3 points. Overall shooting for the New York Liberty, 19 of 63 for 30%. 3-point shooting, 6 of 26 for 23%. Free throw shooting, terrible at the free throw line, 16 of 25 for 64%. They finished with 36 rebounds, 14 assists, and 15 big turnovers in this game. Once again, final score, Phoenix Mercury win 86-60. Bad loss. Bad loss for the New York for the Liberty. So game 3 would be Friday night. That still they haven't determined the time yet, but it looked like if Minnesota wins, that should be the only game on Friday. But if Golden State wins, then it'll be game 3 for Minnesota and Phoenix on Friday night. But that's why it says to be determined. So we'll probably know by probably tomorrow when game 3 will be, depending on what the Lynx do tonight. But once again, man, that's the final score, 86-60, man. I want to thank everybody for tapping in this live stream of the game 2 between the New York Liberty and the Phoenix Mercury from the Barclays Center. Once again, Phoenix beats New York, well, blows out New York 86-60 to force a game 3 in Phoenix on Friday night. They have not determined what time that game will be on. Most likely probably be like 8 o'clock at night. But that is it, like I said. So I'll be back Friday night, man, to do that game 3 between the Phoenix Mercury and the New York Liberty. So until then, man, we will see you next time. Thank everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on your way out the door for the Man Cave podcast, as well as the Aboriginal Sports Network and the Hardcore Sports Network. And make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators for both networks, the Hardcore Sports and the Aboriginal Sports Network. And also on the Aboriginal Sports Network right now, it'll be my bros, Unpopular Opinion Sports NYG and Coach Ed Sports right now with Heart of the City on right now. So make sure you go tap in and hit that like and subscribe button. And like I said, I'll see you Friday night.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Dot Dog.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden. That's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Productions. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.